In this video, I want to talk about R and the role that R is going to play in Chapter 6. There's going to be two functions for us that will be very useful, and those are the p-norm functions and the q-norm function. So let me just kind of point out what's going to happen here. Suppose that we have a normal distribution with mean mu and a standard deviation sigma. So remember, the way that we write this is that the mean is mu and the standard deviation is sigma. In other words, call attention to the fact that when we write this using this notation, this isn't the standard deviation but the variance. Anyways, mean mu, standard deviation, sigma. And let's suppose that we have some cutoff, some point, let's call it x naught. And we want to find the area under the normal curve from x naught all the way down to negative infinity. So it's going to be some region. That region's going to have some finite area, and we want to know what is that area. And so let's say that the area of this region is A. Okay, so let's say that the area is A. And so there's two functions that are worth talking about for Chapter 6, and that's the p-norm function and the q-norm function. The p-norm function would say you want to find the cumulative probability, in other words, the area all the way from negative infinity to x naught, under the normal distribution with mean mu and with standard deviation sigma. And what this would do is, if you type this in R, this would output the value A. This would output the area. On the other hand, you could also talk about what's the cutoff, up to which point under the curve is area A. And this is the q-norm function. And the q-norm says, find me the x value, so that up to that x value, assuming that we're working with a normal curve with mean mu and standard deviation sigma, we have area A. And so this would output that x value, x naught. Okay, and so these two functions are very closely related. That's how they're related. Okay, so if you type in p-norm, it'll give you the area. If you type in q-norm of the area, it'll give you your corresponding x value. And if you don't include these parameters, mu or sigma, so if you don't put those, if you just have p-norm of x naught and q-norm of x naught, what it's going to do is it's going to assume that we're working with a standard normal distribution. In other words, it's going to assume that mu is 0 and sigma is 1. Okay, these are the values. These are the functions that we're going to work with in Chapter 6.